When I think of Lexus, I think sweet, sweet ride comfort and luxury. Racing and performance rarely come to mind. However, this 2017 Lexus RC F in ultrasonic blue mica might just be able to change my mind. When I see a name like RC, I can't simply accept the fact that it's called RC. I need to know what it stands for. In this case, it stands for Radical Coupe. And to be fair, the design is rather radical, and it's a coupe. The F on all models stands for Flagship or Fuji Speedway, which is where they do most of their performance vehicle testing in Japan. The profile is attractive, with these super loud orange brake calipers squeezing these extremely enormous slotted brake rotors, 15-inch in the front, 13.5 in the back. Let's not forget about these gorgeous 19-inch 20-spoke rims supplied with the Michelin Supersport super sticky tires. What angers me is when a manufacturer puts on vents that are not real, especially on performance cars. In this case, the hood scoop vent, as well as the vent located on the quarter panel, are not active. What are active are the vents located on the far left and right, as well as these little pockets here, which help cool the brakes. This 5-liter V8 has an eco mode, which I'm just going to ignore, but the display changes based on the mode you choose. One of the best things about it is the digital red line that automatically adjusts as the engine warms up. Lexus actually calls this a redundant digital speedometer, since the physical one is only a couple of inches away, but at least they admit it. Disabling traction control in Sport Plus mode also shows the word expert, so you better be an expert. The interior on this follows the typical Lexus look and feel with quality materials throughout, and being the F model, they threw in the letter F in some locations, as well as some carbon fiber bits, which I don't mind. You can't help but notice the giant door speakers, but the sound system is impressive, so at least it's functional. The stitching throughout is a good touch, but the only drawback is that blank area above the shifter where the heated seat options are, and the very Toyota-looking stereo and climate control area. Otherwise, it's all well laid out, and let's not forget that clock. Remember, this is a Lexus, and you need a classy clock. So let's get this powerhouse out on a highway for a little bit. This comes packed with 467 horsepower and 389 pound-feet of torque. If we come to a dead stop and go down to first gear, let's put my foot down. Let's just see how it gets to 60. I'm going on a highway, it's legal. Oh. All right, that was fun. That was fun. So something I just learned from that, it beeps when you're supposed to switch gears, and the noise is nice and quiet until you put your foot down past a certain point, and then that noise just opens up for you. You can call on it when you want it. You want to let people know you're a badass, you just put your foot past 50% gas. That's when I'm a badass. The torque isn't too high. This is a 4,000 pound car almost. It's 3,900 pounds. So you got a lot of weight to push around. It doesn't really have a great pull at low RPMs. If I put my foot down, it's taken a while to build up. I thought I would feel the 8-gear transmission, but not really. It's actually pretty smooth as it trickles through gears. It feels like it prefers the automatic modes though. Plus there's just way too many gears to be flapping around unless you're on a track. Like even now, when I put it into manual mode, wait, no, I gotta drop it 3 more gears. There's too many gears. There we go, that's the gear I wanna be in. One thing that kind of gets on my nerves is that the down is down and the up is up. Proper racing shifting should be down is up and up is down. You go with the forces of the car, you pull back, you brake, you go, you know, it's more logical. And you know, through all this speed and performance that I feel, I'm very comfortable. You honestly can't feel the speed of the road. You look down and your number is way past where it should be. So let's just keep that between you and me. Now in the interior I have all the amenities. I have the heated seats, cooled seats, heated steering wheel. The buttons are properly laid out that I'm not fumbling and looking for things all the time. This center console is nice. I feel like I'm on a lazy boy chair. This is very soft, which is nice for your arm, and it just is comfortable. I love this seat so far. It kind of clashes with the look of the rest of the car, but it's so comfortable you forgive that in a second. I would take this seat and I would put it in every single car I own. All this niceness, but don't even get me started on this infotainment system. What an abomination this thing is. You navigate with this awkward trackpad, which has haptic feedback, and it just feels awful. Being in IT for 15 years, I'll tell you, this is not impressive at all. Why would you put climate controls in the virtual area and give me physical buttons less than a foot away? Because it's useless, that's why. I'm starting a new bit in each of my videos called Stupid Design. And on this Lexus, this infotainment center takes the cake. This is a very stupid design. And you have this little dot that follows your finger that reminds me of a Windows 95 box trying to keep up with its mouse pointer. I gotta tell you, I have no idea where I am. But this is a great car to get lost in. You know, I'm very comfortable. I can't get over how comfortable I am while I'm doing all this. And really, you can get that tail end out in a lap of luxury. The exterior of this car, Lexus goes in a direction with all of their designs now. That bulbous front end, I'm not the biggest supporter of that front grille. That is a very mean and loud front grille on a lot of these cars. But on this car, I really feel like it works. I really feel like it sells the design a little bit more somehow. Ooh, good downshift there, Lexus. Let's give this little turn here. Oh, that's tight. You know, it's interesting. In this Sport Plus mode, you can feel the rear end kind of, not exactly slide out, but give way a little bit. Definitely the traction control comes on, but you can see in this mode, it's gonna come on less. So let's see how it handles the slalom right here. Ooh, yeah, little slide, a little tail end action there. Oh yeah, that's why the traction control's on. Here we go. Oh, the Brembos. Oh, the Brembos, my Lord. Straight line action. This RCF isn't about to beat an M4 or C63 around a track. Instead of this being a fast car with luxury, think of it as a luxury car that happens to go fast. It doesn't handle incredibly well with its weight bouncing around, but it is precise enough so you can have fun and quiet enough so you can enjoy the drive. You can argue the style isn't attractive, but automotive beauty is subjective, and after looking at this for a while, I think it's sharp looking despite its wild swoops and unpredictable lines. Maybe after this video it grew on you as well. If you like what you see here, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I guarantee you this is way too dark for anybody to see me. Can I open this? Well, that doesn't do anything. What the f is that? Are you serious? Oh, there we go.